So you have to make a concession. What does the research say about how you should do that? Mahan, Khasla, and Randy Illig give a golden nugget in their book, Let's Get Real or Let's Not. Welcome to the Bite Size Sales Podcast, where we believe that sales is the most important team in a B2B company, that the sales team deserves great sales skills training but usually doesn't get it, and that taking bite-sized steps each day to get better at your craft is the best way to improve results. I am your host, Andrew Mahan, and I'm using my experiences in B2B sales to bring you simple, actionable ideas every day to help you get better. So you are down to the negotiations on your deal. It's getting to month end or quarter end. And you're going to have to make a concession to get it in booked on your timeline. Mahan, Khasla, and Randy Illig say in their book, Let's Get Real or Let's Not Play, concede slowly, concede in small amounts. Negotiation research shows that people feel just as good winning small concessions as they do large ones, as long as those concessions were difficult to achieve. We should negotiate accordingly. The trade-offs mentioned in the previous section cover small reductions in price, not large ones. Large variations in price are selling problems, not negotiation problems. So that's just straight from the book. I should say that later on in the chapter, they do say, never give something for nothing. So that's kind of one of their key tenets. But in this one paragraph, they talk about the idea that as long as people fight for a concession, a small one has as much value as a big one. And this is kind of interesting. In my experience, going back over the years, especially in the software world where margins are big, giving up decent size or bigger concessions is often seen as a way just to get deals done or to speed up processes so we get things done in our timeline. And it's interesting to me that in the research that they talk about that, perhaps in the past we could have actually given up less and got the same outcome. So giving them small amounts or making it hard, do it slowly. So, a bit more back and forth maybe, and it's going to test your resolve at month end or quarter end because you're going to be a little bit keen to get it in on your timeline. So positioning it is going to be important. But, I completely get the idea that getting the deal done and moving on so that we get things done in our timeline. But this is eye-opening and kind of interesting to say, well, going forward, is there something that we could do a little bit differently and have our negotiation strategy based on giving small incremental concessions that are hard won by the buyer rather than trying to speed things up by giving bigger ones to get things done. And I think that's the key takeaway. Next deal that you're going through and you're building out your negotiation strategy, think about hard-won small concessions rather than making big ones. If you like this episode, please share it wide and far. Spread the word. I get energy from seeing people download and use this content, so please just take 20 seconds to share it with anyone you think would like it too. This episode is sponsored by Unstoppable.do. Most sales teams are not trained effectively in the skills and mindset they deserve, and these are the most important people in the company. It's no wonder that only about 50% of reps make quota every year. Unstoppable is a service that helps sellers and leaders get great at the skills and mindset they need without taking time out of the field. It exists because if the sales team has the right skills and mindset, they thrive, they are confident, and they perform much better. Find out more and even get a free sales book at bitesizesales.com. And now to wrap up. As Ty Fagg, SVP of Sales at Tanium, may or may not have once said, training without implementation is just entertainment, and pretty poor entertainment when Monahan does it. So make sure you take action on what you learn and keep getting better every day. This world does not need more sales BS, so don't create any more. Be great at the fundamentals, be honest, be real, be yourself, just do not BS. And finally, I'm signing off as the great Joe Sexton would by saying, gone to sell.